Hi, this is Gareth Kentish, and today's video is about making those links to third-party affiliated products or to the registration forms for your own products a lot more discreet. And I can show you by example. So what you see on the screen here is the sales page for one of my products, the Auction Money Generator. And if I go halfway down the screen and I elect to buy this product just by clicking the Add to Cart button, what you'll notice in the bottom left hand side of the screen as I move my mouse over the Add to Cart button is an ugly looking link. Now that happens to be the internal product number that's been allocated to this product by ClickBank, and I would prefer to hide that internal reference number. So if I move up the screen to another Add to Cart button, you'll see exactly what I mean. I'm just moving up the screen here. Let's have a look. There's another one. And if I move the mouse over the Add to Cart button, you'll notice now that that ugly looking reference number has gone and it's been replaced by Auction Money Generator and then Order, which is a lot smarter and a lot more discreet. The question is, of course, well, how did I do that? Okay, well, the first thing I need to do is to create a subfolder under the domain name of auctionmoneygenerator.com, and in your case it'd be your product name, domain name. So the way I do that is I access my hosting account and the cPanel dashboard, and then I click on the file manager program here. So let's just do that, and from here I need to find the folder auctionmoneygenerator.com, and the best way to do that is to move to the top left hand side here into this box. I'll just get rid of etailbar.com, and then I'll click go under public_HTML, and that will hopefully then allow me to find the auctionmoneygenerator.com folder. And there it is. I've just highlighted that in blue. So I'll click on that folder, and you'll also notice that I've actually got the folder called Order already in place. Now in your case, of course, that folder won't be there, so you need to just go up to New Folder button and then create that folder called Order. So you type in Order, click Create New Folder, and away you go. Now let's have a look at what's inside that folder. Click on Order, and you can see now I've got an index file, an index.php file, and that's where we'll go next, as we'll have a look at the contents of this index file, and you'll see that that's a very simple script which does the redirect for the ugly looking address to the more discreet address. So let's do that. You may recall that the ugly looking address looked a little bit like this, that you can see in the left hand side here. Now that reference there is actually created by the wishlist membership form, if you remember, when you integrated into ClickBank. So let's just remind ourselves what that looks like. So I'll click on the wishlist member integration tab up here, and you'll notice that I've got a number here, or a reference number, allocated against the basic product, which is what we're talking about. And if you recall, I replaced the red item with the product number, and in the example it's 1, and then my publisher nickname for ClickBank, which is amoneygen, and then just carry on copying the rest of the address. But you can see in all it's a pretty ugly looking address, so I want to conceal that. And the way I do that is I create a script. So if I just go into my notepad, I'll show you what I mean. And here's the script. I've got the PHP reference there, and then I've got the header details and the relocation or the location command, and then I've got the address that was created by the wishlist product, and that is it. So I then save that within a PHP editor as a PHP file, and then load that file into the Order submenu that we've created through the hosting accounts. So let's do that. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is to load the text into computer memory. So I'm just highlighting it in blue and Control C. Now what you will need to do is to replace this number here with your product number, and also your nickname, your ClickBank nickname here, and of course the reference number that's been allocated to this product created by, in this example, Wishlist. And once you've done that, you can save that text and load it into a PHP editor. Now the PHP editor that I happen to use is called Komodo, just shown up here at the top. And all I need to do now is go Control V as I enter into a new file. Just go Control V, and there is the text written into the editor. And all I now need to do is to save this as a PHP file. So I'll save as, I'll put it onto a folder. I'll just put it on new folder for the example. Type in index.php and save. And I've now just created the index file as a PHP file. And then what I need to do is to upload that onto the order subfolder. So let's just show you how that's done. And the way that's done is that we go back into the file manager of the hosting account, and if you remember, we've created that subfolder called order. So let's just click on the subfolder and then click the upload button up here. We then locate the index file that we've just created, and there it is, called index under the Gareth folder. If I then click on index, open, it will now load the index file onto that subfolder. Now in my example, I've already put the index file there, so I'll just say no to this, but in your case it would then load the index file into that subfolder. And then hopefully when you put the new URL in with the subfolder order against your main domain name, it will automatically do that redirect. So let's put that to the test, shall we? So I'm going to grab the text here, auctionmoneygenerator.com/order, and then I'm going to go to my sales file and the edit page and replace that ugly looking address with this address here. So I'll go Control C, I'll then jump back to my sales file here, I'll click into the edit button, and then I'll find the add to cart button and replace that link address. So let's just put that to the test. So I'll just move down the screen. Here it is. Now there we go, you can see it here. You can see now I've got that ugly looking address here, and what I want to do is replace that, and I just go Control V. I've now replaced that with the new address. You can see that there. Where is it? Let's have a look. There it is. And what I want to do now is I'll just put the HTTP in front of it as well, and I'll get rid of the embedded link. So just click on that, and then I'll type in http:// and then hit the update button, and hopefully now that's done the redirect. Let's see if it's worked. Okay, I'm now back in the main sales page, so I'm just going to go down and find the add to cart button, the one that I've just amended. Here it is, and you'll notice now in the bottom left hand side it does have that order link there, which looks good. So if I click on the add to cart button, hopefully now it will take me to the registration form for ClickBank, which it has. Success. So great news, I've hidden now that ugly looking link to this reference page. I hope that's been helpful. My name's Gareth Kentish, and of course you can do this with affiliated links for third-party products as well. Thanks again for watching. Speak to you soon.